A new client asked me a question in our first consultation last week that I've heard in 100 different ways. Different ages, different relationship histories, same deep ache and confusion underneath. He's been divorced for 2 years and he's getting ready to date again. And he said something like,
Why do women weaponize a man's need for emotional connection and kindness and intimacy and make those things conditional? Like we only get affection if we pay or perform? Do we not deserve to be treated like actual human beings with needs and vulnerabilities? Or should we just abstain until a miracle happens?
if you felt your stomach tighten while hearing that, I get it. Because on one level, it's a real pain, a real loneliness, a real what the hell is happening to my love life? And on another level, the framing is doing a lot of damage. So here's how I responded gently and also with a point. First, I asked him a few questions, respectfully, but directly. If you believe a woman is doing that, why would you stay in a relationship with her? You obviously believe she is manipulating and using you. If you keep finding yourself in the same dynamic, what is the common variable? If you feel like love becomes transactional over time, what are you doing or not doing that might be helping that pattern form? Why are you attracted to partners who operate this way? How does transactional feel familiar to you? What earlier experiences have made that your go to explanation? That one made him blink. How have you spent time learning to be a loving, supportive partner? The kind who inspires warmth, safety, and connection instead of silently eroding it. And why would you think you should not abstain until you find a relationship dynamic that's healthy for you? Then I told him something that changed the entire conversation. A huge amount of this women are withholding story is actually a misunderstanding about how bodies work. Some people move towards physical affection when they're hurt. Touch repairs the bond for them. Sex helps them feel close again. Other people move away from physical affection when they're hurt because they need the emotional bond repaired first before their body can relax into touch. Most people are a blend, depending on severity, history, and nervous system writing. And here's the part I want you to really take in. This isn't a whim. It's not usually manipulation. It's not some conscious, I'm going to make him do dishes so he earns sex. A lot of it is the autonomic nervous system, or ANS, doing exactly what it was designed to do. Your ANS is the part of your nervous system that regulates involuntary physiological processes, heart rate, digestion, respiration, and yes, sexual arousal. When someone's body is in sympathetic activation, fight or flight, touch can feel different. Sex can feel unsafe. Affection can feel like pressure. And different people get kicked into fight or flight by different things. For one person, it might be a cruel comment. For another, it might be feeling ignored for months. For yet another, it might be the slow drip of stress, nitpicking, resentment, and that creeping feeling of, I don't think you see me anymore. So the conscious thought becomes,
I don't want sex.
I don't want to be touched.
but the body made the call first, which is why when my client described his pattern, we found a painful little loop. He tried to soothe distance with sex. His partners needed distance soothed before sex. So every time he reached for connection through physicality, she felt more pressure. And every time she pulled away to protect her nervous system, he felt more rejected. And the story in his head became,
See, it's transactional. She's weaponizing intimacy.
But what was actually happening was a mismatch in repair styles, plus unaddressed relational friction. That's the kind of thing that can destroy a marriage. Or, if you learn it early, can save your next relationship. So, if you've been spotting patterns in your relationships that confound and frustrate you, if you keep ending up in dynamics that make you feel unwanted, unchosen, or handled, if you're trying to make sense of why the same story keeps repeating with different people, book a free 15-minute Big Ask consult with me. Bring the pattern, bring the frustration, bring the what am I missing here? I'll help you find the thread you can actually pull. I'm genuinely curious. Which part of this hits you the hardest? The common variable question? The nervous system piece? The push-pull mismatch? Hit reply and tell me what you've seen in your own relationships. I read every single one.